That's okay. Don't worry.
Fine, thanks.
What are you doing with yourself in your retirement?
Well, as Joan points out, I seem to be confused on the concept.
All for coming this evening. But we are also here to celebrate Miss Patricia Hirschberger, founder of the Davis School Arts Foundation. And she is here with her family this evening, and we're so pleased she could come. And she is here with her husband.
To those of you who actually lived it. Our story is only as good as the notes, pictures, and articles we found stuffed in boxes and files in the back closet of the district offices. In June 1978, the citizens of California voted to reduce property taxes by more than 50%, and to make it more difficult for the state and any local government to impose new taxes. Local property taxes had been the primary source of funding for public schools. Thus, although Proposition 13 lightened individual taxpayers' burden, it slashed the revenue base for local governments and school districts. Meanwhile, teachers did the best they could without school district funding, and parent volunteers began to teach art classes in the elementary schools and held teacher in-service workshops. One of these parents, relatively new to Davis at the time, was the mother of a fourth grader at West Davis Intermediate School, known as WBI, now known as Willett Elementary. Her name was Patricia Hirschberger. Patricia's family, including two older children and the fourth grader, moved to Davis from Ohio when her husband, John Hirschberger, assumed the position of president and general manager of KVIE Public Television in Sacramento. Patricia led the charge in getting WDI to adopt a very ambitious program that offered basic arts vocabulary and skills. It was funded by grants from the Yolo County Office of Education and the Davis City, as clear as it still is today, to raise and grant funds to foster arts education in the Davis public schools and to consolidate community support for the arts. Grants for an endless array of projects, including painting, tile mosaic projects that are at a lot of the school sites, ceramics, square dance, Scottish dancing, dramatic productions, musicals, and on and on. Live bands at Freeborn Hall, and it sounds like there were even dancing lessons available before the big night. It really must have been a blast because a lot of you mentioned it as your fondest memory of the early years of DSAF. DSAF, with its matching fund partnership with the district, is the only organization in Davis that's dedicated exclusively to keeping an arts curriculum in Davis public schools.
The founder and the very first president of DSAF, Patricia Hirschberger, someone who lit the very first flame for all of us a quarter of a century.
She got her master's degree at the University of Oregon, where she married one of her favorite professors, John Hirschberger.
Pleasure is that this is still going after 25 years. I mean, you know, it's easy to start something, but when it keeps going for a long time, that's a sign that it's a worthwhile organization, and that the people are willing to do the work to keep it going.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for the lovely introduction. As said, we are the Davis High School Madrigals, and we really appreciate the support that we get from the foundation. So to start off our program, our first piece will be an Italian madrigal, which goes along with the costume. That's a Sette Vinte Bella by Giovanni Gassoli. And it's in Italian, and it's about 27 beautiful nicks.
Sette vinte bella, chi notato te vincete, le tue varie pastorelle. Sette vinte bella, chi notato te vincete, le tue varie pastorelle. Oh, cambiamo vita, chiediamo. Promessi amore, con i suoi dorati strani, per salire il nostro cuore.
At first, we did not have a madrigal choir. So I started taking them to our house, people who wanted to learn that kind of music, and in our home, they started the rehearsals of the madrigals. And then we moved it over, and at the end of the year, they allowed us to get a place for it. And so that's when it really started, and been going ever since. And congratulations to all of you very much.